All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Play back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taking down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Manti Te'o able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd down, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
Receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now he'll let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not
good, and we saw the result. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Pass.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle to Evans. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incomplete... Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watching that, Marty. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Ryan. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw again is Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, how does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
21. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, but in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the third.
Watch it now, Barney.
On the run, it's Fournette. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Freeman again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Ryan. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Hey, wait. 21.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
21. Hey, express.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. The Falcons are. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They're going to look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, wait. Let him go!
He's back to throw. And James has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. First down now, but that clock rolling.
22! 21!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Again, it's Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Over.
So 1st and 10 of the Rams offense gets ready. The first down carry by Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll give to Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Trucks over him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, now he bowls him over. Touchdown, L.A. Ricky Williams, 33 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Over the middle here to Brown. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Set. Blue 30.
Roethlisberger to throw. And this one is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Like 80.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Ready?
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.